I think I'm just really proud of our team, and I think the trust that we've built with each other these last 4 or 5 games have been huge. And a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we kind of went through this little period where we were all, I think, doubting. We lost this trust. This best locker room in America thing kind of started to be tested, and the way everybody's responded, even the fight last Saturday at St. Mary's, the fight tonight, like we were able to pull this game off. I'm just proud of these guys, and I'm going to rock with these dudes till we can't rock anymore. But I think the fight we had, our defense in the first half, I think was incredible, especially those first 10 minutes of basketball we played. I thought we shared the ball really well. We made some cuts. People are making plays, taking charges, making steals. I think in transition we were pretty good tonight and shot the ball pretty well. But I think an overall statement I will give is that I'm just proud of the way we keep responding. We keep coming back because it's going to be important. It's no joke that I think it's no mystery that this game and the following games to the end of the season are all huge games. Like, this is kind of life or death for us when it comes to the tournament, and we just need to keep making statements and keep playing our best basketball. And Coach says it all the time, but I truly believe BYU basketball's best basketball is still to come. So the coaching was magnificent.
Stop. I'm blushing. All right, ask me their questions.
Jalen, you talked about sharing the basketball, 23 assists on 33 made field goals. What kind of impact does it have offensively on the team when the guys are moving the ball like that?
I think it just feels good and it feels right, and we all recognize it's good basketball. Even the guys that aren't scoring, like, just see, this is how we're supposed to play. Like, this is how we can be really good on offense. And so, like, I was seeing guys tonight, other dudes would hit shots and everyone's fired up. I think it's just a squad. We had really, really good energy, but I think sharing the ball and moving, it just throws defensive off, especially with the way we can shoot the ball and the way we can cut and the way we can score in the post. So.
You mentioned those first 10 minutes that were going well for you guys. What was your mindset coming into the beginning of this game, and what do you think was working well for you in those first 10 minutes?
I think we just knew we had to figure out and find a way to win this game, and we've been working all week on just being tough and guarding and these ball screens, fixing them and communicating on defense, and I thought we did a hell of a job. Oh, I can't say that.
Bleep.
Caleb, you mentioned how important these last 2 games will be for your NCAA tournament stuff, and I'm not sure how much you're aware of margin of victory and projection of that kind of stuff, but you guys are projected to win by 14. Today you won by 20, so you, like, quote-unquote overperformed that. That might help you guys rankings-wise. Obviously, as a player, you don't go in thinking we got to win by this much. You guys just want to win, right? But knowing that you guys overperformed that and that might help you, how much does that impact your mind? How much do you care about that kind of stuff?
For me, I honestly don't care. I didn't look at it, and I mean, maybe some guys do, but for me, that's just not what I want to be filling my mind with before the game. We all understood what we needed to do, and offensively and defensively, the concepts that we needed to practice during this game and really focus on, and I thought we did a great job of that.
You've talked in the past about wanting to be a little bit more assertive on the floor. Like, there were times maybe this season where you weren't as assertive as you wanted to be. Tonight, 13 and 11, you've had some of these types of performances lately. What's kind of working for you on the floor right now?
I think just doing the things that I know I'm good at, and rebounding the ball, physicality, just doing all the small things to help this team win. And for me, I'm just kind of putting myself in a spot where at this point I'm just going to do anything to find a way to win and help Alex Barcelo and Tijon Lucas just keep playing, you know. And so at the end of the day, I'm proud of the guys, proud of our performance, and I think we're just going to keep getting better and better.
Caleb, it seems like every game the last month or so has been a grind. What does it feel like to get out and get a 20-point win and kind of play from the front?
It felt nice. We went into the game, though, thinking the same thing we think every game. Coach says it, like, this is going to be the toughest game we play all year, which there's a lot of truth to that, especially now in this part of the season and where we're at. So I think we just came in with the same mentality that we would have gone into any other game and focused on the things we knew we needed to do in order to win and came out with a victory.
Coach, how refreshing was it to see kind of a little bit of the old Caleb, I think, back with the bounce on his step, the alley-oop, the just doing things that we've all known that he could do, but obviously it's the kind of stuff that, you've been kind of looking for.
Yeah, I mean, Caleb's actually been on a tear since the first time we played at LMU, really. Like, putting together great games. His minutes have been off the charts consistently now, and you look at this, how efficient he was tonight in terms of being 6 for 9 for the field and 11 rebounds, and minus a couple turnovers late. Like, his decision making was really, really good in a game where LMU forces your bigs to be the decision makers, right? And so we played to that, and Caleb, I thought, was terrific. And this is just, listen, I mean, Caleb always has an impact on us, always. Sometimes it's not glaring in the box score, and sometimes it is, but he always has an impact. But he's on a run right now. Like, this is really awesome. He's playing elite level basketball, and this is one of the main reasons why we feel like we have our best basketball in front of us. We right now we're desperate to have as many games as we can because we think we're getting better. We think we're finding ourselves, and Caleb is certainly a leader in that process.
Points in the paint were plus 40. How much of a focus was that going into the game?
It was really important for us. You guys saw we kind of milked the post very early in this game. Caleb and Foose, and we tried to kind of milk it early with Gideon in the second half, and it just was a little bit of a miscue. But I thought these guys were really solid, and I felt like we left a lot on the table in the lane also. There was a lot more to be had. So it's important, and it's a big piece of who we are, and it's important, working in the post. It's important getting downhill. It's important. Cutters is a really important part of our game, and I thought we were good in all three areas tonight.
Coach, earlier in the week, you talked about the importance of rebounding and taking care of the basketball. How do you think you guys did?
Yeah, they ended up with only 4 offensive rebounds, and they had 2 at halftime. They had 2 at halftime at their place, and they ended up with 9 and scored 18 points off them. So I was really proud of that. Not having LePepe was a big difference for them. They're missing a big piece, obviously a big piece for them. But I thought our guys did an unbelievable job. The thing I was most proud of is Eli Scott is one of the best players I've ever seen about being in the post and chasing his own rebound in the post on short misses. And we came up with 2 possessions where he always grabs the rebound. One, Gideon just flew in and kind of claimed it, which was a huge play. And then the second was just kind of a mob deal that Alex ended up with. But I thought the guys did a great job on the glass. We're a plus 16, right? And that's where we have to be. It helps us with getting at the 3, getting some minutes at 3. It makes us a little bigger and little more lethal on the glass, and that's an area we have to keep growing. We have got to find a way to dominate the glass. It's part of our DNA. We did it early. We had a bigger roster early, but we can do it with this roster, so it's important.
Coach, you speak of Alex. Alex only had 9 points, and he was plus 18 on the
Yeah.
field. What other ways does he impact the game besides scoring?
Well, you did look at Alex. I mean, we're a plus 16, and he's got 7 of them, right? He's 9, 7, and 7. I mean, he's working on a triple-double, and that's just who he is. I mean, we're all spoiled. I mean, it's really sad. The last game he's ever going to play in this building is Saturday because he just does what's needed. And he had a couple passes today that were unbelievable. His kind of laser against the hard show to Atiki in the second half was just emblematic of kind of where he's taken his game in terms of being a playmaker and a passer in different defensive situations. That's a pass that we didn't even get against St. Mary's. We didn't get it against LMU the first time. Both teams were really, really heavy, hard show blitz teams. And so he's still making progress. I was super proud of him. I thought he had a big-time game tonight. Super happy with his game. And most importantly, like, on the defensive end, I thought he was elite level tonight, and we don't have a chance unless he's an elite level defender. And he's had he would tell you that there's been 2 points in the season where that started to slide a little bit, and both times he's fixed it like crazy, and he did that tonight. I thought he was terrific defensively making plays.
You said a couple of times this year, this team isn't built for the blowouts,
Yep.
winning by 20 points.
Yep.
What does it feel like to get a 20-point win, and how important was it for this team to do that?
Well, I think the part I was most excited, I was excited about 2 things. One, I was excited about, I think for 30 minutes, we probably had real defensive urgency. This team is just a team that, like, if we're 100%, if we are 100% all in on the defensive end, 5 guys, we actually have a chance to be a terrific, like a high level defensive team. And there's some teams, a lot of teams have that potential. But a lot of teams, if they just dip to 99%, they're still really, really good defensively. We're not. Like if we just dip to 99%, we just spring leaks everywhere. And so for us to regain, I feel like the course of this season, we got punched in the face with injuries, we got punched in the face with some circumstances, and it took a team that was like, I think every possession engaged defensively, and one of the things it did is we kind of got knocked back, and as we're trying to find ourselves, we became like a 99% defensive energy team, and we're working our way back. And so the best thing about this game tonight was to hold them to 60 and to feel like we had 30 minutes of urgency. And Saturday night, we're going to have a way bigger challenge guarding, and we got to find a way to get to 37 or 38 or 40 minutes of full urgency if we have a chance to perform in this tournament.
Caleb, Saturday is, like Coach mentioned, last home game of the season, senior day, all this stuff riding. There's all this outside stuff riding on this game. As a player, where is your mind at going into Saturday?
We have to win, and we're gonna go practice this week or tomorrow. Watch film.
It's going to feel like a week of practice.
It's going to feel like a while, but we're just going to get better and, again, lock into this scout and figure out the things that we need to do in order to win. Saturday's a huge game for us. It's going to be one of the biggest games of the year, and we got to come out, especially with their guards and the way they shoot the ball. And it's going to be a challenge, but I think everyone's up to it, and so it'll really test us defensively. It'll kind of give us a gauge of where we're at going into this WCC tournament.
Caleb, Coach said earlier in the week that you guys have always been urgent the whole season, but have you been enjoying, you and the rest of the guys enjoying maybe this grind of sorts where every game has such a big magnitude and such high stakes?
Yeah, and I think especially because we kind of got punched in the face for a few of those games that now we're like, okay, we appreciate the grind. Like, we get it. Like, this is hard. And so the guys that are stepping up and the guys that are playing and really want to win, I think enjoy that grind. Like, I enjoy that grind. I love it. Like, it's a challenge. Like, yeah, we're in this position now where every single game matters. Like, even the points matter. You know what I mean? And so I think just having the same mentality we have every single game, getting better every day, and just finding a way to win, making plays as a team is really important.
Any idea on Seneca, how long he might be out?
Yeah, so we're kind of taking it day by day. I'm hopeful that he's back before we're done playing. We'll see. It's just going to be, we'll just see. So we've, we've our roster keeps getting whittled down. We're gonna have senior night, and two of the guys at senior night are gonna be guys that our fans haven't seen all season, right? So guys stepped up. Like, I think it's an opportunity for Spencer and Trevin to play more minutes and play really tough minutes. I thought Trevin gave us a real toughness on the defensive end tonight, and we're good. Like, we're gonna be good. Like, it's okay. Like, we're gonna find answers.
You mentioned that there was some imaging to be done on Seneca. Do you have any update on what that revealed?
Yeah, so he's probably got an issue that's not going to heal by itself. So it's going to be just a matter of kind of figuring out if it can get enough functionality right now to play or not. So.
One more question. Coach, you went 8 deep tonight. Is that something that you're examining for the rest of with Seneca out? Are you going to maybe take a little deeper into the bench?
Yeah, so I look at it. I'm like, we've talked about it a lot the last week. I think Hunt has proven that he can help us. I think Trey, is unproven, but he sure feels like he could help us. So, but we're gonna spend a lot of time rolling with these 8 guys. I think we're gonna spend a lot of time with these 8 guys. These 2 seniors, like, they deserve a chance to kind of go decide what this season is going to be at the end of the day, we're super flexible. I mean, I got Caleb playing the 3, the 4, and the 5, and Gideon playing the 3 and the 4, and Foose and Atiki playing the 5, but they're just learning how to speak English. So it's awesome, right? And I'll ride with these guys, and we got a couple guys in our pocket that can help us if the time arises. But I think it's probably look like this a little bit. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here.